Yo, what's up everybody, welcome to another video on my channel. In this one we'll be cooking up a loop for Polo G. Here and there I will say a few things and give you a few tips. But yeah, I'm very hyped, let's get straight into it. Yeah, so for the people who watched my video on the NBA Youngboy guitar loop, they know the process. But yeah, basically I always set up my guitars. And what I didn't mention in the last video is that I always tune them before I make a new loop. And when I'm tuning my guitars, I also always make sure that they are tuned on the whole neck. So I always pick a string. And you see it's slightly detuned. Yeah, because sometimes when you pick the strings and they are open, then it may show something right, but when you actually play, then it is kind of detuned. So it's like a weird thing with my guitar. Maybe on yours it's not like that, but yeah. And yeah, because it's a Polo loop, I'm gonna set the BPM to 158 should be okay. And yeah, then I'm gonna just record something. And if you're wondering why I just recorded two notes always, these are called power chords and they are basically only the root note and the fifth, and you can hear them in Polo or Scory songs very often, so it also can be something like this. It also can be like this. So the top note that you just heard is also the root note but an octave higher. So yeah, these are power chords and they also sound extremely good if you use like a distorted guitar preset. And now that we got these chords laid down, I want to add top lines to them. Now we're gonna finish this sample up. So we're gonna time stretch the guitars real quick. After that we're gonna mix them and then we will add some more layers. So let's get to it. Okay, so I just time stretched all of the guitars, and a thing that I always do before I mix them is I listen to how they sound without any effects. This is how they sound completely rough with no effects on it at all. And I also want to show you this to prove how important a mix on guitars is, especially on guitars. A good mix is important on all sounds, but especially on guitars. So let's route all of these samples to an insert. So select them all and then hit Command L. And then let's start with the chords. So again, let's add this main clean preset from the Guitar Masters kit. Then let's add some EQs. First, let's cut out the lows. And I always cut out my chords at around 100 Hz. Then let's cut out some muddy frequencies. And then let's add a very subtle reverb in the background. And then let's paste this exact preset to the second recording, and then let's pan the one to the left and the other to the right side. So then we get this stereo sound. Then I want to mix in this one. And what I do from here is I just copy the exact same preset over and over. And then I always adjust them a bit so it sounds good with every sound. Yeah, for example, for this one I want to add some more reverb. So let's just turn this one up. And also a delay. And then also copy it over to the other side. Pan them. And that's what I'm gonna do for all of the other sounds. Copy and paste the preset and then adjust them, add some special effects, so yeah. Okay, so the mix is pretty much done and this is what we got. if you're interested in this and a bunch of other guitar rig presets, then hear me out real quick. Inside the Guitar Masters kit you will find all of my guitar rig presets, a video course where I explain how to play the guitar, and an ebook with a bunch of industry strategies that don't make it into this video. So if you want to level up your guitar loops, or if you want to start making guitar loops, then check out the Guitar Masters kit. It's the first link in the description. But now let's get back into the video. So as you maybe were able to tell, there is something missing, especially in the mid-low frequencies. So the first thing I'm going to add is a piano, and the piano I'm going to use is the Noir with the Jazzy preset. Yeah, this one definitely adds some more character and some more depth into the sample. Now I want to add a bell synth lead kind of sound. It's one of my favorite presets right now. Okay, so now we got melodies, we got warmth, we got depth. So what's missing is ambience and bass. And for that I'm gonna go into arcade and then we're gonna add some vocals. This vocal is a vibe. Now, as I said, I want to add a bass. And for these bouncy, catchy guitar samples, I usually add a guitar bass. But for these ambient, dark kind of samples, I usually add a sub bass. And to be honest with you, I kind of always use the same one. And this is the first touch bass from my 2024 Stash drum kit. And yeah, before I render everything out and arrange everything, I always play around with the pitch a bit. So what I do is I open up Sound Shifter on the master and then just see which pitch sounds the best. Yeah, I think this is the one. So now let's render everything out. And as some of y'all already know, I always render out every single stem separately before I render out the whole project, just to avoid annoying reverb tails clashing into each other and to have a better overview on the velocity of each sound. Okay, so I just arranged everything and adjusted the velocity of a few sounds, and this is what we got now. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If yes, leave a like and a comment. Also, make sure to check out the Guitar Masters kit if you're trying to level up your guitar loops or if you're trying to start making guitar loops. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.